Hello boys, my name is Koyushi. Welcome back to my I almost forgetting, yes. My blind basically now 100% playthrough, I guess, of Xenoblade Chronicles free for Switch with the Japanese voices enabled. As you saw there, the game did get updated. It's nothing really, just some amiibo support for some amiibos I don't have. For those of you who don't know, I live in the area around Canada where like they don't hardly bring any amiibos here anyway, so I basically have to buy all of them for some other stuff. Anyways, in the last video we left off doing some quests involving Triton and his crew, which brought the colony 15 people over and finally allowed us to start doing other stuff. Speaking of which, I had to actually check and see if, yeah, 15 people finally have items. We probably could have actually done this very early on, but I didn't know what to do to bring them here. So now we're going to complete all of their Collectopedia cards, which we've probably been sitting on completion for a long time, but we never got a chance to do it. Ooh, the thing about 40 is pretty good. I'm probably gonna have to get that up exclusively through Affinity stuff. But anyway, one thing I am going to do is I found out that the hero quest is actually available here now. It wasn't before. Now it is. So if we put on Georite Masha and go back to the city, there is another hero quest. Yeah, another hero quest that could be done. Of course, try to do this as quickly as possible. Smash.
私ですか？マチさん、お日さん、ずっと探してたんだよ。ご無沙汰しております。私に何か用向きでも？
へいへいへい、冗談だろ？マジで言ってんのかい？
マキさんひどい。もしかしてボケ？ならウケるんだけど。
俺とマイスイートティアンのおそろアクセオーダーしたじゃんよ。結構前だぜ。
高い前金だって払ったし、うちらずーっと待ってたんだよ。
Alright. Seems Masha has some people ordering accessories.
ああ、そうでしたわね。もちろん覚えていますわ。ちょうど図面の構想がまとまったところでして、今から制作に取り掛かろうかと。
そうかそっか。それならいいんだ、それなら。てっきりすっぽかされたんじゃないかってヒヤヒヤしたぜ。
いえいえ、そんなまさか。申し訳ございません。完全に失念していましたわ。だよね。
だよな。
マキさん、腕はいいって評判なのにさ、そういうとこもったいないよね、ぶっちゃけ。弁解の余地もありませんわ。
思い出したんならいいさ。とにかく頼んだぜ。 遅れた分はサービスしてくれよ。
うちら楽しみにしてるから。じゃあね
ー。またやってしまいましたわ。やはり秘書を雇うべきかしら。
なんなんだあいつら。
Yeah, what is the deal with this guy's alias? What do they want accessory for?
ロストナンバーズに所属する兵士で、私の顧客です。以前にお揃いのアクセサリーをご依頼いただいたのですが、うっかりしていましたわ。これ以上顧客を待たせては私の信用に関わりますわ。早急に仕上げなくては。
手伝った方がいい？
よろしいんですの？
ここでそっか頑張るよなんて言うほど私らも薄情じゃないって。
まあまあ、なんともありがたい申し出ですわ。この依頼が完了した暁には必ずや相応のお礼をいたしますわ。
またシティの外に素材を調達しに行くのか？
いいえ、まずは情報集めですわ。
情報？何の？というかなんで？
一口にアクセサリーといっても形状、用途、見せ方に至るまでまさに千差万別。そこで決め手となるのは身につける人物の人となりです。
人となり？
ジェイクとティアンの人となりを手がかりに彼らの求めるアクセサリーとは何か知る。そこから始めるのが私のスタイルなのです。
そんな回りくどいことしなくても直接聞くんじゃダメなのか？
それは三流のすることですわ。真の一流ならば顧客が何も言わずとも彼らのオーダーに的確に応えなくてはなりません。
でも時間がないんじゃ。
Yeah, you do not have much time,
ご協
girl.
力いただけて本当に助かりますわ。
これは骨が折れそうだな。
二人のことを知るなら彼らの身近な人たちに聞くのが良さそうね。
ええ、まさしくですわ。ロストナンバーズの同僚方にジェイクとティアンについてそれとなく聞き込みと参りましょう。
Alright. Got another Ascension quest.
ティアンだっけ？いかにも軽そうって感じのやつらだったな。
人は行動に本性が出ると言いますが、さてさて。
へえ、そういう間柄なんだ。
I want to know about Jake and Tetsa. Yeah, I got you. They're kind of celebrities among us numbers. Oh, really? We don't like to talk about this too loudly, but how Jake's basically houseless, right? Houseless? Oh, yes, certain circle bandy that term to describe one who cannot trace their descent to any of the established lineages. Hardship, but people in that position often find themselves pushed to the fringes of our society. Jake got bullied relentlessly as a kid. Poor guy could never catch a break. Tessa, who's the same age as Jake, would always look after him and make sure he was okay. The darker Jake's mood got, the brighter and more cheerful she'd act around him. In fact, he thinks to her that Jake started to light him up. Now he's as well as you know him. That wasn't the kind of story I was expecting. You never make it from the way he acts. Yeah, well, they can get on your nerves sometimes. We can't deny it some kind of inspiring story. They've earned our respect. It's not every day you get to see a story of true love unfold, eh? Big wonder they ended up getting hitched in the end, I suppose. Well, hey, hang on. I accidentally talked to them again, but I could just use the skip feature to do that. One thing I am gonna do before I discuss the info point, actually probably as I'm about info point at the right side. Ooh, got some extra people here to tap out. Lastly, talks about Miyabi's cookie was really inspirational. Tessa from House Rhodes. They try not to have anything to do with the Vandoms and the Doyles if they can. Personality-wise, though, Tessa's more of a Vandom. She's always wanted to bring the fight to Mobius. Naturally, her parents didn't look too kindly on her wanting to be a soldier. This close to zoning her one time. That's when Jake stepped in. He convinced Tessa's folks to let her join the Lost Numbers under the condition he'd signed up to protect her. Even if I was going to be so hard on Tessa, to try and talk her out of it as well. You put it like that, but then there'd be no one left on Tessa's side at all. Sad glitched, but Jake will always have Tessa's back, even if it means the whole world's against them. Talk about passionate, eh? Alright. That counts as falling from a large height? Jeez. Okay, then. Oh, that's even lower down. Whoops. I was gonna try and find some ice that I could get to that cycler. But I kept on forgetting what to do. There we go. I should've just walked up to it. I thought it was on the higher levels here. That's been the problem. Back in the day, Essa once found herself caught between Kevzi and Agni troops during the mission. It's a big one for Honestness and all. The platoon had a tough call to make calling a retreat, but they had to leave Chessa behind. Jake refused the order. So you went in to rescue her all by myself? That's right, fire for both nations fell around the lane and iron while you ran in. All the breath of their sons. Everyone thought they was good as dead, but no, Jake picked up the wounded and wounded Tessa and did the impossible, getting her home. Taking more hits than her, wound up Eddie from head to toe, not a pretty sight. He didn't mind, he was just content that he didn't have to lose Cheshire. Wish I had half that guy's courage. Alright.
これだけ情報が集まれば十分ですわ。作戦会議と参りましょう。分かったわ。
I will admit we have been using a save class setup for a while, and that's because we haven't chanced to upgrade it yet, but I promise I will change eventually. So far it's just been lots of quest battles and not really much chance to grind any CP. Oh yeah, this is a spot that I mentioned. I was gonna do some collection again. We need some more boosted items. Let's go for the one that has the highest CPU boost. Also, whenever you finish that quest setup, Mana can now make his own version of CD Doodles using the exact same items that we got from before. So now we could just make that anytime I want. Kind of convenient that it also happens to be one of the best XP boosts that also combines CP boost as well. Definitely making that. Oh. I messed up there. That was bad.
ゆっくり休んで体力を回復させよう。
Now, gold coins aren't really used on rank 10 stuff, especially when you can just, like, grind out the materials yourself. Ugh. I could probably go up to level 99 now, but again, I'm purposely avoiding it. Oh yeah, we still have quality 15 for. I almost forgot about that. If we still have time, I'll trigger that quest so I remember to do it later.
なんというか、ちょっと意外だったね。
ああ、もっとチャラついた奴らだと思ってたんだけどな。
あの二人、結構苦労してたんだな。
そうですわね。一見すると派手好きで軽薄、流行に流されやすいタイプかと思いきや、その実二人は信念ある兵士であり、お互いを真剣に思い合っている。となれば、きらびやかな装飾や衣装はかえって無粋になりますわね。そして二人が求めている装飾品というのはおそらく、
おそらくなんだ。
いえ、今は置いておきましょう。とにかく皆さんのおかげで彼らにふさわしいアクセサリー像が思い浮かびましたわ。
そりゃよかった。で、次は例によって素材集めか？
話が早くて助かりますわ。
それでその肝心の素材とは？
必要な素材は2つございます。まずは入手が比較的簡単な方から参りましょう。エルティア海にコルヌ島と呼ばれる紅水晶の生える島があります。私が求めるのは中でも特に純度の高いとされる黄金晶石ですわ。
コルヌ島ね。わかったわ。行ってみましょう。
It's not really a good spot to get to this quickly, so I have to just kind of teleport to this area in the middle of nowhere.
あちこち水晶だらけだぞ。本当に見つかるのか？あちこち水晶だらけだぞ。本当に見つかるのか？
ここはマティアに専門家に任せるとしよう。
One of the big things we were trying to do in the last video was get enough city quests done to boost our city reputation up high enough, and when we finished that Assassin quest we did before, we got it up to rank 5, so now we have the max of movement speed we can get. There probably will be more though in the end game. We still do not know how many colonies we'll find or how many extra reputations we'll find in the end game. I did find out that the game does have an end game, just like Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I never played that one though, so I'll probably have to take a look at that. I don't think as much stuff is missable as you think. And by the way, I didn't actually really miss anything in Xenoblade 2. I don't know if I need to do it in G Plus or not. I might. So I might just skip that too. Ooh. I was able to get that before those mobs came after us. Nice.
さてさて、次なる目的地はインビディアコードになりますわ。
ちょっと待て。まさか俺らで行動を掘るとか言わないよな。
強いて申し上げれば、今回掘るのは行動ではなくモンスターですわ。
Oh, we need to kill monsters now.
モンスターを掘る？
インビディアコードの信用には希少種のリーブラがいるとされています。その背にのみ根付く特別な鉱物アルゲント鉱が次なる目的の品ですわ。
We'll probably have to kill it to get him.
私も実物は一度しかお目にかかったことがありませんが。
そんなものが本当に見つかるのか？まあ、一つ目の素材はこうして無事に見つかったんだ。
Right.
だな。この運が続いてるうちに行動に急ぐとしようぜ。
Let's defeat some enemies. I got super bored not doing a lot of fights before, so let's do some more fights again. Alright. Okay, we got a rank up from that. I'm gonna start to focus more on these monsters that are elite, even if they die really quickly, because they are worth 3 times the CP than normal monsters, and I feel like we should have been killing more of them anyways, even if the XP is not valuable, because I feel like if we get something like that, we may as well do that. Use it to our best advantage. Anyways, we have to go into the Urian tunnels yet again to do some stuff here. Also, we never got to actually check this info spot on the right side area, so we're actually going to use this time to actually do that right now. Fortunately, not a lot of the elites here are really valuable, unfortunately. Anything that's like stuck down to 1 CP is only going to give us 3 at most on elite mode. At the exchange of we might kill it fast, but like, it's not really that valuable. So, although it mentions that we're supposed to go a different way, we can actually just take a shortcut over here. It's one of these. I like how they just blinked out, so like, what is this? And it's like, I don't know what this is. You just confused, or did you straight up just forget what you were going for.
これを
So yeah, we needed to have had the traversal ability for these ropes before we can go across. But now that we have that, we can go across here. Oh! And I just fell to the side instead. And you cannot...
戦えるのに
Oh, I didn't tell landmark as well, so I'm gonna have to immediately switch to a different red bar. I wonder why this is a long votes, because I didn't expect to do this. So yeah, I think I picked a gravestone twice when it came to my monster loading, so it put me back in here. It only counts stuff if you go to a landmark. Oh. Yeah, that was generally terrible. Let's try this again, but let's not actually miss the reticle like I did there. And yes, I don't like to cut stuff out. I'm just like that. I'd much rather just not do Fates on video at all. Like, just do them completely off screen. Rather than doing collecting stuff. Obviously, some grinding will be done off screen, but most of the time it won't be probably.
あそこから滑っていけるんじゃないか
See, now that you said it properly, like, I think we could slide down on this thing. Yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna
これを
do.
滑っていこう
相変わらず不穏な空気ですわね。
Here we go. There we go. That suddenly worked way better now than what we did before. Well, this thing's already here. Whoa! I saw red. I saw orange, but only for a brief moment. Oh, this is just that's just a quest monster. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a quest monster we have to beat. We're gonna start chaining everything again, by the way. At least that's in a reasonable range as us. Okay, alright, so I wasn't blind for what I saw. I actually did see a unique. It's down on this hidden area. I'm just tippy-toeing this. I don't want to mess up.
少し待ってくれ。
背中は見せられない戦うよみんな
Alright.
根性でなんとかな
I forgot. Do we have a soul hacker cess? I'd have to check this to make sure. Nope, good thing I did. So I need to put Zodiac on at least one person. This is kind of a trick because there's two of them, well actually 4 items that use the exact same setup. Yeah, we don't actually have the proper Zodiac hacker, so we need to set that up before we do the battle. So that this icon appears, and then we can battle it. This one is, of course, based off of one of those pictures we already faced before. These are generally annoying monsters because they really love... Let's turn that volume down a bit. They generally love evading your arts constantly, and it's quite tedious to defeat them. This is a weaker one, though. What do we get? Radiant Arts. We're actually supposed to defeat this sooner. Well, that gives us another unique gravestone to web to. And a pretty decent location, even though we didn't do it for a long time, and gives us a couple new overlockables that we missed. I think we could have just ignored this because, well, I didn't feel like it was worth it to explore the other stuff. Like, who wants to go and re-explore every area immediately after acquiring new skills? At that point, it'd be worth it to just ignore the stuff at first. Then come back later when you get a traversal skill, and then do the full exploration after that. Oh, whatever. It's meh. We missed something, but it's fine, I guess.
何があるんだろう。
Yeah, I had to do lots of research to figure out where most of the stuff is. I don't want to waste time doing all the quests and not getting anything done for it. Alright, now we trigger this, we can come back here if we desire. Back up here if we desire.
これを
Though I don't really see the point. Once we've defeated a unique monster, we could just hide whenever we want. Oh yeah, also, if you target the enemy and you see the little logo that looks like the Zodiac icon, that means you can get another one.
こんなの私たちの相手じゃない。
なんてことはね。何のよ。いいんじゃないか。
See what I mean? Like only 1 or 2 CP. I was lucky to have given us more than a few.
犬の強化に使えそうだ。あのリーブラ、まさか。
That's the ripple.
そのまさかですわ。逃げられる前にいただきましょう。
力を合わせて乗り切るんだ。
Yeah, obviously we're gonna have to battle this.
挨拶代わりだ。
気合が入ってるな。
これここで決める。やっ崩れろ。バタフライエッジ決裂しやがれ。反撃を続けるから。
セナの力、もっと見せてくれ。
やっ下流連覇。スライダーファイト。倒れた。
攻撃を計画する。いい動きだ。
That smash could probably actually give us more Echo than I expected. Just keep in mind, that also applies a lot of Echo, which likely applies Echo to our other stuff. Which probably explains why Neil's constantly drawing red. Oh, we got a chain. Let's use it. Or we forget. Let's just go straight for Cena here. I didn't even see Noah and all that malice. I probably, in hindsight, I probably should have picked him first. But whatever. As long as we get the topple launch combo, we'll be perfectly fine. And yes, Cena's been switching between a lot of the tank classes so far. I don't think we've even seen Radiant Artificer yet. Let's do that next. Alright, there we go. Do the stat lowering. Alright. Okay, we didn't get the last start we wanted. Let's just go for Lance instead. Blaze. Alright, let's go for Smash now. Nice, almost 600% experience right now. Alright.
良好でしたわ。では、シティに戻るといたしましょう。
Alright, let's quickly teleport back. Alright, we're starting to get some rank ups on our classes. I initially didn't chain attack simply due to the fact that it wouldn't have gotten much rank, and there was reasons to do that, but of course they're starting to catch up. I think I need to start doing that more again. Thank you, my dear, she says in English. Interesting.
私の思い描いた通りのアクセサリーが作れそう。
アクセサリー一つに手間と時間をかけすぎじゃないか。
それこそが既製品とオーダーメイドの違いですわ。そして私の売りでもあります。さて、それではしばしお時間をいただきますわね。
Well, it seems the quest is almost done.
お疲れ様、マティア。じゃあ、あの二人に届けるとしようぜ。
ええ、少々お待ちください。お二人に連絡を取りました。始祖の広場にて受け取るとのことです。
喜んでもらえるといいね。そうでなきゃ困るって、こんだけ苦労したんだし。
ご心配なさらず、必ずや気に入っていただけると受け合いましょう。
今回は腕輪を作ったのね。それ。
ええ、リングや腕輪は私の得意分野ですので。ジェイク、ティアン、大変お待たせいたしました。こちらご注文の品となります。どうぞご確認くださいませ。
ほー、やっとか。ほんと待ちわびたぜ。ね
え、楽しみ。
銀に輝くアルゲント鋼の合金は私が知る中で最も強度の高い貴金属の一つです。腕輪の中心には血よりも濃いお二人の関係をかたどり、純度の高い紅玉をはめ込みました。腐食も風化もしないその腕輪はあなたたちの絆を永年にわたって守ることでしょう。
へえ、こいつはいいね。まさにこういうのが欲しかったんだ。ドンピシャすぎていっそ怖いくらいだ。
すごい。うちら何も言ってないのに。
私としましても今回は会心の出来と自負しております。お二人の形見の品としてこれ以上のものはないかと存じます。
I'm glad that worked out.
なんだ、知ってたのかい。
そんなことまで分かっちゃうの？
まさか単純な理由です。今回のような依頼はあなたたちが初めてではなかった、それだけですわ。
どういうことなの？形見って。
シティの人間が死んだらどうなるかは知ってるよな。
ええ。
俺らは前線で戦うロストナンバーズだ。いつ死んでもおかしくない。死ねば何も残らない。光になって消えるだけだ。そんなの俺たちはごめんだね。冥国碑に名前だけ刻まれてその他大勢になるだけの人生なんてな。
そうだからさ、せめて別の何かを残したいって思ったわけ。うちらが消えてもずっと残って、うちらだけのものだって言い張れる何かをさ。
そのための形見ってことか。
誰かと過ごした記憶や思い出は美しく尊いものですわ。ですが尊いものほど儚く消えてしまうのではないかと不安を抱いてしまうのが人の心。彼らのように目に見える形に留めたいと願う人々はシティでも少なくありません。それは何世代にもわたり確かな存在として受け継がれていく彼らの生涯であり思いでもあるのです。目には見えない思いを目に見える形にかたどること、それこそが私の仕事でありジュエルマイスターの精髄と言えますわ。
さすがカシー家の当主様だ。言うことが違うぜ。あんたに頼んで正解だった。感謝するぜマティアさん。
腕はずっと大切にするから。うちらが死ぬまで。死んだ後もずーっとね。
ご満足いただけたようで何よりですわ。その腕輪がお二人の絆を幸多き未来へ導くことを願っていますわ。
Alright, I think that all worked really well.
さてさて、これにて依頼は完了ですわ。手伝っていただき感謝しますわ。これほど充実した仕事は久しく。
その前に一つ尋ねていいか。
あら、改まって何でしょう。
さっきの二人だが気になることを言っていた。カシー家の当主と。
あらあらあら、お気づきになりましたか。
なんだよカシー家って。
シティの六種族の一つだ。モニカのバンダム家と同じくな。その当主ともなれば このシティにおいてモニカと並ぶ有力者なのは間違いない。
いえいえ、私などモニカ姉様と同列で語られるほどのものではございません。先代が急遽身を引くこととなり、演者である私が形式的に引き継いだだけですわ。
六氏族の当主がジュエルマイスターの仕事？当主ってそういうもんだっけ？周りは何も言わないのか？
シティの人間たるもの、自由である。
He is the assassin or embraces their
六氏族
freedom.
の垣根を越えた自由意志を家訓としております。氏族ごとの主義主張と関係なく、自ら選び取った道ならば尊重し支援するのがカシー家の務め。私もまた私のやり方でシティの皆に奉仕したいのですわ。
なるほどな。シティにもいろんなやつがいるってことか。
さてさて、いい仕事をしたおかげで新しい装飾のアイデアが浮かんできましたわ。早速このひらめきをあなたたちとの契約に生かすことで今回のお礼とさせていただきますわ。
ありがとう、マテヤ。これからも頼らせてもらうわ。
今後ともごひいきのほどよろしくお願いしますわね。
You can now craft a wider range of accessories than the craft accessories. Okay, that was very worth it to complete. We probably won't actually get to show that off though, because we need certain other completions to be done before we can even finish that. Anyways, looking at it, we got a few rank ups with our characters, so overall pretty successful. But unfortunately, we're not going to be doing any more quests in this video because I'm going to be ending this one right here. Still, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you like, you enjoyed, guys, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.